The following is a production of the Averett Sports Network.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to live coverage of Averett baseball here on the Averett Sports Network. We've got Game 3 today of this three-game series between the Cougars and William Peace University. I'm Drew Wilson bringing you live coverage of today's game, and the teams are getting ready to go here. We're still a little ways away from the start as they're just finishing the field preparations. But we have today's starting lineups for you, so we can go over that real quick. Peace comes into today's game with a 14-18 record. They are 5-9 in the USA South. Averett 8-22, 3-11 in the USA South. For Peace, their starting lineup in batting order. Playing left field is Sean Finneran. In right field, Kyle Cranmer. At third base, Alex Scott. The DH in batting cleanup today is Will Cunningham. Alec Allred at first base, Mikey Anderton at second base, Nick Cole behind the plate, Trevor Nanny at shortstop, Nathan Holt in center field, and pitching today is Luke Westmoreland for the Pacers. For the Cougars in batting order, you have Dallas Smithers leading off in center field, Chase McKinney at third base, Hunter Ashworth at second base, Bradley Tickle at first, A.J. Hart in left field, Tyler Featheroff getting the start at DH today in the sixth spot, Trey Wall behind the plate, Zach DiCarlo starting in right field, Hunter Laprelle at shortstop, and on the mound today for the Cougars is the senior left-hander, Cody Johnson. Coaches are just now meeting at the plate with the umpires, so talk a little bit about today's game. Both teams met yesterday for a doubleheader. It was originally scheduled to be a Friday, Saturday, Sunday series, but rain in the forecast on Friday, so they pushed the first game of the series back to yesterday on Saturday, and they played a doubleheader right here at Owen Fulton Field. Averett lost the first game 13-3, but came back and won the second game 8-4, so they split. So today's rubber match will decide the winner of the series. Season kind of winding down for the Cougars. This is their next to last conference series of the season. They finish up next weekend with a home series against Ferrum College right here at Owen Fulton Field. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we will have the first pitch for you right here on the Averett Sports Network. Hello, everybody, and welcome to live coverage of Averett baseball here on the Averett Sports Network. Got a good one for you today between Averett and William Peace. It's the rubber match of this three-game series, and the teams are ready to roll here. It's a beautiful day for baseball at Owen Fold Field here in Danville, Virginia. Beautiful, clear blue skies, and temperatures right where you want them. Not too hot, not too cold. Averett wearing their Sunday gold uniforms with the blue trim and white pants. Got the white hats on today. William Peace wearing the all green tops with gray numbers and gray pants. We are ready to roll here, and leading off for the Pacers will be the left fielder, Sean Finneran. Cody Johnson getting the start here in Game 3 of the series for the Cougars. The senior out of Smithfield, North Carolina, with the windup, and first pitch is in there for a strike. Johnson, a lefty, facing off against the lefty Finneran, and that one's going to plunk Finneran right in the back. And will be a hit by pitch, puts the first runner aboard for the Pacers.
Now batting, number 21, Kyle Cranmer.
So with one aboard, that'll bring up the right fielder, Kyle Cranmer. First pitch misses for a ball. Cranmer shows bunt, goes down the first base line. Some confusion as to who's going to cover it. And it will be a bunt single for Cranmer. Ball hit far enough down the line that Tickle wasn't sure whether he needed to charge or hold back and cover first. And as a result, he waited too late to make a decision on that. And even if he would have charged, I don't know that anybody would have gotten to first in time to cover. So 2 runners aboard now, nobody out for Alex Scott. First pitch in there. Good curveball for strike 1 from Cody Johnson. Johnson 3-5 on the year with a 6.04 earned run average. And that ball hit out into left field. And a running catch made by A.J. Hart for out number 1. Johnson, this is his 12th appearance, 8th start of the year. Has 1 complete game, 3-5 record, and has pitched 50 2/3 innings coming into today.
Number 33, Will Cunningham.
So 2 on, 1 out here for Will Cunningham, the DH for William Peace. Johnson looks in, gets the signal from Trey Wall. And this one chopped out to the shortstop, Hunter LaPrelle. He'll go to second. They'll try to turn 2, but the throw not in time. And it will just be a fielder's choice. But they will get the runner out at second base. So runners on the corners with 2 out for Alec Allred.
Now batting, number 10, Alec Allred.
See if the Cougars can maybe work out of this jam after getting letting 2 runners aboard with nobody out. Allred batting .291 on the year. First pitch from Johnson, fouled out of play to the right side. Throw over to first. Not in time. Oh, 0-1 pitch, fouled down the right field line for strike two. Wall sets up outside. Pitch just missed the outside corner. That'll make the count 1-2. After Allred, it would be Mikey Anderson due up next for the Pacers, if he can extend the inning. Pitch on the way, runner on the move, and ball chopped foul down the third base line. One-two pitch. Ball hit out to second base. Hunter Ashworth ranges over. He'll throw to first, and that'll be out number 3. So the Cougars keep the Pacers off the scoreboard here in the top of the first inning. We'll go to the bottom half of the first. Cougars up to bat when we come back here on the Averett Sports Network. And welcome back to Averett Baseball here on the Averett Sports Network. We go to the bottom of the first inning, and Dallas Smithers will get things going for Averett. Luke Westmoreland on the mound for the Pacers, the right-hander. Has a 1-3 record on the season. This is his 4th start, 15th appearance with a 6.68 earned run average. Smithers shows bunt, pulls it back, but it is a called strike. And Smithers swings and misses at that one, so 0-2 the count. Westmoreland, a junior out of Kernersville, North Carolina. Played ball at Rockingham Community College before going to Peace. And Smithers pops this one up into middle infield, and the second baseman Anderton's there to make the grab for out number 1. That'll bring up freshman Chase McKinney. McKinney having a solid freshman campaign. He's played every game this season. Started every game this season as well. And first pitch chopped out to second base. Anderton with the 4-3 putout for out number 2. That'll bring up Hunter Ashworth, the senior second baseman, product out of nearby Tunstall High School, just up the road from Averett's North Campus.
Now batting number 5, Hunter Ashworth.
Ashworth batting .242 on the season. Has a team, second on the team with 7 doubles. First pitch, a strike. Ball hit toward the left side. Good snag by the third baseman. And Scott makes the 5-3 putout to put the Cougars away. 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first inning. We'll go to the second. We come back still scoreless here from Owen Fulton Field. And welcome back to Averett Baseball here on the Averett Sports Network. We go to the top of the second inning. Mikey Anderton will lead things off for the Pacers. Pitch from Cody Johnson in there for strike 1. Anderton batting .286 on the year. And he swings and misses. Good breaking ball from Cody Johnson. O2 pitch and another breaking ball, but that one misses outside. Johnson trying to loop that one back in, but just missed the outside corner. This ball lined and almost caught by McKinney, but couldn't keep a glove on it and will be knocked down for an infield single.
Stepping up to the plate, number 5, Nick Cole.
Good effort there by McKinney on the hot corner. So Anderton will get the leadoff hit. And that'll bring up the catcher, Nick Cole. Cole batting .212 on the year. And first pitch misses high and outside from Johnson. Cole with 3 doubles, 2 RBIs. 1-0 offering from Johnson in there for a strike. Ball put into play, but it looks like it's going to get fouled out over the press box. So just a strike, so 1-2 the count. And this ball chopped over to McKinney. He'll go to second. Ashworth trying to turn 2. Tickle with a good stretch, and it will be a double play of the 5-4-3 variety. And they erase Anderton off the base paths.
Now batting number 3, Trevor Nanny.
So with 2 outs, that'll bring up the shortstop, Trevor Nanny. This ball hit out into center field. Dallas Smithers on the run, and he will make the shoestring grab. Coming in from his center field position for out number 3. So Cougars show off some good defense, and they get out of the jam. So we'll go to the bottom of the second when we come back here on the Averett Sports Network. And welcome back to Averett Baseball here on the Averett Sports Network. We go to the bottom of the second inning. And Bradley Tickle due up for the Cougars. I'd like to thank you for joining us. I'm Drew Wilson, bringing you live coverage of today's game. And the first pitch to Tickle in there for a strike. Due up this inning for the Cougars, Tickle, A.J. Hart, and Tyler Featheroff. And another fastball hits the outside corner. So Tickle in an 0-2 hole. Tickle leads the team, batting .305 on the year. Lays off the high breaking ball. Also, in addition to leading in batting average, has a team high 15 RBIs. And a little chopper up the middle. Anderton ranges over. He'll try to get to it and just beats Tickle with a throw by about a foot.
Now batting number 20.
So with 1 out, that'll bring up bring up A.J. Hart.
Correction, now batting number 8, A.J. Hart.
So Hart steps in. And first pitch fouled. And it looks like it will curl out of play to the right side. And one hop off the concession stand. And Hart hacking at that one as well, and he'll foul that one back to the net, so he's in an 0-2 hole. Hart batting .283 on the year. Leads the Cougars with 9 doubles. Also has 14 RBIs on the season. And he's going to put this one out into right field, but right at the right fielder, Kyle Cranmer, for out number 2. So that'll bring up the DH, Tyler Featheroff. Getting some action today. The 11th start of the year.
Now batting number 24, Tyler Featheroff.
Featheroff, a catcher by trade, but has seen some time as a DH. And has to jump out of the way there as that inside pitch nearly hit him. So will be a ball 1. And Westmoreland comes back with the fastball, hits the outside corner for strike 1. Featheroff will foul that one away. Featheroff 4 doubles on the year. 4 of his 6 hits are doubles. And Westmoreland misses outside, so 2-2 the count. Another fastball, that one misses in the dirt, so full count to Featheroff. And the 3-2 pitch, and will be a swinging strikeout. And that'll end things for the Cougars in the bottom of the second. We'll come back with the top of the third. Still scoreless here at Owen Fulton Field. You're watching Averett Baseball on the Averett Sports Network. And welcome back to Averett Baseball here on the Averett Sports Network. I'm Drew Wilson, and we go to the top of the third inning. Nathan Holt leads things off for the Pacers, and he looks at strike one from Cody Johnson. Oh, 1 pitch in there for a strike, so 0-2 is the count to Holt. After Holt, it's back to the top of the lineup for the Pacers. Wall sets up outside, and fastball misses. Good waste pitch. See if they can get Holt chasing. One-two pitch. Hit out to shortstop. Laprelle waits back, makes the throw, and just gets Holt by about a half step. So with one away, that'll bring up Sean Finneran.
Now batting number 32, Sean Finneran.
Finneran hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance. Took one square in the back. Got all the way around to third, but the Cougars able to get out of the inning without allowing him to score. And Finneran will look at strike one on a good pitch from Cody Johnson. Peace with 2 hits so far today, plus Finneran got to get on base with a hit by pitch. But Cougars have kept him off the board. Good looping breaking ball there, and Finneran couldn't catch up with it. Oh, 2 pitch on the way from Johnson, and misses way outside.
Why would he purposely move for the batter to kind of know that it's going to be a ball?
And that pitch misses outside as well. Two to the count to Finneran. Pitch on the way and breaking ball, and catches Finneran looking for strike 3. Good pitch by Cody Johnson.
Now batting number 21, Kyle Cranmer.
Cougars did a good job setting him up on that one. As got behind 0-2 and then had 2 waste pitches outside and came back with a breaking ball that caught the outside corner for strike 3. Here's Kyle Cranmer. He drops down the bunt, and he's going to get thrown out. Good play by Cody Johnson. So Cranmer trying to get his second single with a bunt. He bunted back in the first inning, ended up getting a single while trying to sacrifice. But it didn't work this time. The Cougars get him out, and that's the third out. So we go to the bottom of the third. Still scoreless here from Owen Fulton Field. You're watching the Averett Sports Network. And welcome back as we go to the bottom of the third inning. Trey Wall will lead things off for the Cougars. First pitch in there for strike one. While we were away at break, the Cougars dugout threw all the bats out in front of the dugout, trying to get some magic going. Try to get the offense going here, and they still are without a hit. That pitch misses outside, so 1-1 the count to Wall. Senior looks at that one. It will be low and outside, so 2-1 the count. Trey Wall batting .243 on the year. It's his 22nd start this season. Takes ball 3. Senior from Knightdale, North Carolina, steps back in. 3-1 pitch, and that one will hit the outside corner and push the count full. Westmoreland with the windup in the pitch. This ball fouled out of play to the right side as Wall stays alive. Wind not much of a factor today. Gentle breeze every now and then, going from right to left. If you see the flag in dead center field. And 3-2 pitch. That's going to be poked through the right side and will be the first hit of the day for the Cougars. And it'll be Trey Wall with a single. So with one aboard, that'll bring up Zach DiCarlo.
Now batting number 10, Zach DiCarlo.
DiCarlo making his 7th start of the year, 9th appearance overall. He shows bunt, pulls it back, and that pitch is in the dirt from Westmoreland for ball 1. DiCarlo, one of the many freshmen on this year's team, very young team. And he shows bunt, pops it up foul into the Peace dugout. Good catch by somebody over there. So 1-1 the count to DiCarlo. Trey Wall at first base. He shows bunt again, gets it down, but that's going to roll foul. Good idea. It looked like it just either hit the lip of the grass and slid foul, or maybe had some backspin on it, but Peace there to pick it up in foul territory, so he has to come back and has a 1-2 count now. Fastball misses inside. Some of the Peace dugout not happy about that call, but I can promise you from our angle it was definitely inside. And breaking ball, that one just missed a tad bit low. So full count now to DiCarlo. Westmoreland looks in, pitch on the way, runner on the move, and it's going to be a strikeout, throw him out, double play. As Wall is caught stealing. So just like that, it's 2 outs. That'll bring up Hunter Laprelle. And Laprelle looks at a fastball for strike 1.
Now batting number 17, Hunter Laprelle.
That pitch missed low and outside, so 1-1 the count. Laprelle, a freshman shortstop, played a little bit of second base as well. He'll foul that one out of play down the right field line. This is 13th start of the year, 16th appearance, batting .212. Has 7 hits, including 1 double. And swung on a miss for strike 3. So Averett gets his first hit, but unable to do anything with it. And we are still scoreless as we go to the 4th inning. We'll be back here on the Averett Sports Network. And welcome back as we go to the 4th inning. Alex Scott up for the Pacers. Cody Johnson with the delivery, and the breaking ball misses high for ball 1. Still scoreless here through 3 innings. Pacers with 2 hits, Averett with 1 hit. And Scott puts this one into play. Tickle giving chase in foul territory down the right field line, but will drop in on the warning track. So just a long strike. Good hustle there by the Cougars defense. First baseman Tickle, the second baseman Ashworth, and the right fielder DiCarlo all on the move to try to get to that ball. So 1-1 the count. Pitch from Johnson on the way, and this one hit out to center field. Dallas Smithers chases it back and able to get under it for out number 1.
Now batting number 33, Will Cunningham.
Will Cunningham, the DH, now due up for the Pacers. Coming into today, Cunningham was batting just above 200. And he'll look at strike 1.
Susie, were you up here when Kendra said it yesterday on the mic? Is that your stomach I hear growling?
And ball chopped out to second base. Ashworth going to have to hurry and unable to barehand it, so will be a single. Those little slow rollers, hard to do anything with. Ashworth's only chance was to barehand and try to beat the throw, or try to get the throw there as quickly as possible, but unable to handle it, and I think the runner would have been safe either way. So will be the 3rd hit of the day for William Peace. First pitch from Johnson to Alec Allred will be fouled back to the backstop for strike one.
I didn't think that was wrong with it. I was just surprised that you did it, Kendra.
0-1 pitch from Johnson, fouled out of play to the right side. And this ball put into play out to the shortstop, LaPrelle. He'll toss it to Ashworth. Throw wide at first base. Wouldn't have been in time either way. So they get the lead runner for out number 2 on the fielder's choice. That'll bring up Mikey Anderton.
Now batting number 2, Mikey Anderton.
He has a T in his name.
So Anderton steps in with a runner at first, 2 outs. And time called.
Stacey, at the next half inning, make a concession stand, you know.
Ball fouled out of play to the right side.
And a bunch of other stuff.
0-1 pitch from Johnson. Hit out into center field. That one looks like it's going to drop in, and it does. And will be a 2-out single for Anderton. So that'll bring up the catcher, Nick Cole. Cole grounded out in his first plate appearance.
Now batting number 5, Nick Cole.
Write this down. Fact.
And that pitch in the dirt. Good block by Wall to keep the runners at bay.
Is it still at ground? No.
1-0 pitch and good breaking ball in there for strike one. And another breaking ball, but that one just missed a little low. So 2-1 the count to Cole. Time called at the plate. Pitch popped up and looks like it's going to be in play. Looks like some confusion. Chase McKinney runs all the way from third base to make the catch. Sun might have been a factor there, but McKinney saves the day, makes the catch for the third out, and the Cougars get out of that 2-out jam with runners on first and second. We will go to the bottom of the fourth when we come back. Still scoreless here at Owen Fulton Field. You're watching Averett Baseball on the Averett Sports Network. Welcome back. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Top of the lineup due up for the Cougars, starting with Dallas Smithers. First pitch in the dirt for ball one. Smithers flew out to start Averett's first at bat. He puts this one out to left field. Finneran had to backtrack, but able to get that one for out number one on the long fly out to left. That'll bring up Chase McKinney. McKinney grounded out in his first plate appearance of the day. And that one in there for a strike. McKinney with 21 walks on the year. Very rare to see a freshman with that much patience. But he's done a good job. And among the tops in the country in that category, as looks at a low strike. So 0-2 hole to McKinney. And he's going to pop that one up. Looks like it will stay in play in foul territory. And the first baseman, Allred, makes the catch for out number two. So with 2 outs, that'll bring up Hunter Ashworth.
Now batting number 5, Hunter Ashworth.
That one in there for a strike. And that one in there for a strike as well. So quick 0-2 hole for Ashworth. And that one lined foul down the first baseline. Fastball misses high. Fastball misses the outside corner, so that'll even the count at 2-2. Pitch on the way, misses, so full count as Ashworth is battled back from an 0-2 hole. Payoff pitch fouled out of play. Time called. Three-two pitch, fouled out of play again as Ashworth stays alive. And Ashworth fouls that one away as well. Fun story about Ashworth. Hopefully I have enough time to tell it. If not, we'll get back to it. But today being opening day for Major League Baseball, Ashworth in the summers has been working for the Atlanta Braves as he fouls another one away. Works for the minor league affiliate here in Danville, the Danville Braves, a rookie league affiliate in the Appalachian League, doing some of their film coordination. So he films the games and they take that footage and analyze it and cut it and put it through so the players can use that for development. And so the Major League team can take that and look at that and see those developments. And what what certain prospects need to work on, as Ashworth puts that one into deep right field, but a good running catch by Cranmer for out number 3. So that'll be it for the Cougars. We're still scoreless. We'll go to the 5th when we come back here on the Averett Sports Network. We go to the top of the 5th inning here on the Averett Sports Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm Drew Wilson. Scoreless game so far, as William Peace and Averett both holding each other in check. Trevor Nanny will lead things off for the Pacers, and he looks at strike 1 on the inside corner from Cody Johnson. Peace with 4 hits on the day. Averett with 1 hit so far. One pitch from Cody Johnson has popped up and into shallow right field. Zach DiCarlo, Hunter Ashworth giving chase. Ashworth will make the catch on the run. Coming back from second base for the first out.
Now batting number 42, Nathan Holt.
So with 1 out, that will bring up Nathan Holt. Center fielder grounded out in his first plate appearance of the day, and this one's going to be poked into right field, but right at Zach DiCarlo for out number 2. So far, efficient inning for Cody Johnson. See if he can continue that. Sean Finneran up next.
Stepping up to the plate, number 37, Sean Finneran.
Finneran, the leadoff batter for the Pacers. Struck out in his last plate appearance. Looks at ball 1. That one across the plate for strike. One pitch, and that was popped up into left field. A.J. Hart underneath it, and he makes the catch for the third out. So Cody Johnson holds the Pacers in check there, and we'll go to the bottom of the 5th when we come back. Still scoreless here on the Averett Sports Network. And we're back here on the Averett Sports Network. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Bradley Tickle will lead things off for the Cougars. Still scoreless here at Owen Fulton Field between William Peace and Averett. And Tickle with a line drive just gets over the glove of Anderton at second base. And that'll be a hit for Averett, their second hit of the day. That'll bring up A.J. Hart.
Now batting number 8, A.J. Hart.
Hart flew out in his first plate appearance of the day. We'll see what the Cougars elect to do. I wouldn't be surprised to see maybe a sacrifice bunt, move the runner over.
Squeeze. I'm just joking. I have no idea what a squeeze is.
But Hart not showing bunt. He looks at a ball on the outside. Tickle at first. Hart lays off that one, but it will be a fastball on the inside corner for strike one. After Hart, you have Featheroff and Trey Wall due up in the lineup for the Cougars. Time called at the plate by Hart. Tickle, good lead at first. Hart lays off that inside pitch and will be a called ball. And swung on a miss. Big aggressive swing by Hart. But good high fastball, and Hart swung underneath it. Two-two count, and Hart fouls that one out of play to the right side. Pitch swung on and missed for strike three, so Hart goes down swinging for the out. That'll bring up Featheroff.
Now batting designated hitter Tyler Featheroff.
Featheroff struck out in his first plate appearance. So looking to change that. He steps in. First pitch, low and outside for ball one.
No. Challenge yourself.
Tickle takes off, and that one fouled back to the backstop. Looked like the Cougars had the hit and run on there.
The meatloaf is normally good. I've had it all day. They could have just said beef patty.
1-1 pitch, and that one fouled out of play to the right side. So 1-2 count here to Featheroff. Westmoreland has done a good job limiting Averett's offense. It's only 2 hits. And inside corner, strike three called on Featheroff. Featheroff didn't like it, but looked like a pretty good pitch from Westmoreland.
Number 20, Trey Wall.
So with 2 outs, that'll bring up Trey Wall. Wall got the first hit of the day for the Cougars in his last plate appearance, and he looks at a fastball for strike one. Cougars trying do something after getting the leadoff single from Tickle. Hate to waste that, and Wall looks at a second strike. O-2 pitch and high fastball gets Wall for a strikeout. And that'll do it for the Cougars in the bottom of the fifth. We'll go to the sixth when we come back. Still scoreless here on the Averett Sports Network. Welcome back here to Danville, Virginia. Owen Fulton Field as we bring you live coverage of Averett baseball here on the Averett Sports Network. We go to the top of the sixth inning. Still scoreless here between William Peace and Averett. Cody Johnson. First pitch to Kyle Cranmer, foul down the left field line for strike one. Both teams locked into a pitcher's duel. Cranmer shows bunt, drops it down, but rolls foul. Cranmer 1 for 2. Both of his at-bats, both bunts. Tried to lay down the sacrifice bunt. Ended up with a single back in the first inning. And then tried to lay down a bunt in his last at-bat, but was out on a 1-3 ground out. So trying to go for a third time there, but fouled it away. So 0-2 the count. As ball hit out to the shortstop. Laprelle with the throw. Good dig over at first base by Tickle for out number one. That'll bring up the third baseman, Alex Scott.
Now batting number 38, Alex Scott.
Scott, a senior out of Sanford, North Carolina. Transferred in from Wake Tech Community College. Current head coach at Wake Tech is actually former Averett Cougar and Averett assistant coach Eric Sabrizi. First pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 pitch on the way and swung on a miss for strike two. And this ball popped up into right field. Long run for DeCarlo. That'll drop in and will be a double down the line for Scott.
Now batting number 33, Will Cunningham.
So with one out, that'll bring up Will Cunningham. DH, a senior out of Wilson, North Carolina. Has a runner in scoring position after the one-out double by Scott. And that pitch misses high from Cody Johnson. First real threat by the Pacers since back in the first inning when they got Finneran all the way to third base. One-0 pitch. Curveball in there for a strike. Good pitch by Johnson. Had Cunningham fooled. Scott, the second person for either team to get into scoring position today so far. It's been that type of day. 1-1 pitch, and fastball hits the outside corner for strike two. Cunningham didn't like the call. Kind of a half check swing, didn't quite go around, but it was a called strike. So 1-2 pitch. Runner on the move, swung on and missed. Gets away from Wall. And it will be a strikeout, but reach on the wild pitch. So Coach Ed Fulton for Averett out talking to the home plate umpire. Might have been trying to say that there was interference on the bat throw because the throw, or the bat, kind of got tossed right at the catcher's feet as he tried to make the play. Ball got away on the wild pitch. So does go down as a strikeout, but the batter reaches on a wild pitch. The runner was already on the move. Scott was trying to steal third, so he will get credit for that. So runners on the corners, one out. Alec Allred at the plate. Allred trying to drop down the squeeze and pushes it foul down the first base line. We've seen the squeeze play work quite a bit so far this year in the USA South. A lot of teams going to it, trying to produce a run if they need one. 0-1 pitch, squeeze play not on this time, and that curveball misses inside. Tickle holding the runner on at first base. And they pull the bunt back on. It's down to Tickle. Tickle's trying to come home, and they miss the tag. So it'll be a fielder's choice and an RBI. So will be a sacrifice bunt officially. And drives in the first run of the day for either team, and then breaks a scoreless game so far. So piece on the board. That'll bring up Mikey Anderton. He now has runners at first and second, one out. swung and missed. So 0-1 count. Anderson, a sophomore out of West Point, Virginia. Fastball in there for a strike. Anderson and the rest of his teammates in the dugout not a fan of that call. Thought it was inside. Hard to tell from our vantage point. Umpire blocked it out. Regardless, 0-2 count. Pitch from Johnson misses low and outside. Averett trying to get out of this jam without giving up more than just the one run that's already come across. 1-2 pitch from Johnson on the way, and this one hit out. Little flare into center, right center field. That's going to score another run. And Peace now with a 2-0 lead on the Cougars. So Anderson with the RBI single. Now runners on the corners for Nick Cole.
Now batting number 5, Nick Cole.
So Cole steps in, runners on the corners, one out, as Johnson gets him swinging over the top of that one for strike one. No action in either bullpen, so Fulton with plenty of confidence in Johnson to get out of this jam. 0-1 pitch, popped up into shallow center field. Dallas Smithers underneath it. Throw comes home. Will allow the runner to go to second, though. So that will be the second out, though. So the Cougars one step closer getting out of the jam. And that'll bring up Trevor Nanny.
Now batting number 3, Trevor Nanny.
But William Peace with runners now, two runners in scoring position. Allred at third, Anderson at second. Time called at the plate by Nanny. And now Wall is going to go out and talk to Johnson, make sure they're on the same page. And pitch misses for ball. One pitch from Johnson. Curveball misses high. After Nanny, Nathan Holt would be due up next, then the top of the lineup for the Pacers. Johnson looks in, 2-0 pitch in there for a strike. Pacer fans not happy about that call, but we've seen it called a strike all day, so umpires being very consistent with that inside corner. So 2-1 count. Pitch just missed high. Right there at the letters. be ball 4 to Nanny. So that loads the bases here with 2 outs for Nathan Holt.
Number 42, Nathan Holt.
So Holt steps up, has a chance to increase Peace's lead. The Cougars trying to limit the damage to 2 runs this inning. And breaking ball in there for a strike. Good pitch by Johnson. Holt 0 for 2 today with a ground out and a fly out. Johnson, the senior lefty, looks in. Pitch misses high. Like Johnson lost the grip on that one. One pitch. Curveball misses inside. Right at the ankles. Nowhere to put Holt as the bases are loaded here with 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning. And a good fastball in the inside corner. That'll even the count at 2-2. And that ball fouled out of play over our heads in the press box as Holt stays alive. And the ball popped up in foul territory on the right side. Tickle giving chase and catches it on the warning track. So the Cougars escape without further trouble. But they do give up 2 runs, and Peace takes a 2-0 lead here in the 6th inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th when we come back. The Cougars will try to answer. Welcome back. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning here from Owen Fulton Field. Averett now trails William Peace 2-0 as the Cougars look to answer after giving up 2 runs in the top half of this frame. Zach DiCarlo up for Averett and swings at strike 1. A Fouls that one back to the net, so 0-2 count to the freshman. Carlos struck out in his first plate appearance. And stays alive as he punches that one out of play to the right side. This one popped up in foul territory down the first baseline, and good catch over there by Allred for out number 1. That'll bring up Hunter Laprelle, freshman shortstop.
Number 17, Hunter Laprelle.
Laprelle 0 for 1 today, and looks at ball 1 in the dirt from Westmoreland. Pretty decent crowd here at Owen Fulton Field, despite the fact that the NASCAR race is in town, just about 30 minutes away over in Martinsville. Usually a big weekend that sometimes steals some of the crowd from the casual fans. And Laprelle puts that one in play and gets through the legs of Nanny. Couldn't come up with it, and it will be an error.
Now batting number 2, Dallas Smithers.
So runner aboard with 1 out for Dallas Smithers as the Cougars go back to the top of the lineup. That ball hit right out to Nanny at shortstop and just didn't get his glove down, it looked like. And ate him up, so runner aboard for Averett. Smithers looks at ball 1 as they try to take advantage and answer back after giving up those 2 runs to the Pacers. Good lead over at first, but Westmoreland will check him back, and Laprelle back in plenty of time. Laprelle on the run, and it's a hit and run, and Smithers puts it down the first baseline. Already unable to get a glove on it. And good play by the Cougars. Now they have runners on the corners on the single by Smithers. Laprelle able to move all the way to third after stealing. He was stealing on the play.
16, Chase McKinney.
That'll bring up Chase McKinney. So McKinney has a chance to cut into this lead if he can bring in Laprelle from third. Smithers at first base. Little drop down safety squeeze, and it works, and the Cougars are on the scoreboard as Laprelle comes home for the first run of the day for Averett. And also moves Smithers down to second base, but McKinney does his job with the sacrifice bunt. And now Smithers is in scoring position for the senior, Hunter Ashworth. We'll see if they can take advantage and try to tie this game up. And fastball in the inside corner, called for strike 1. Ashworth lays off the high pitch and will be a called ball. 1-1 the count to the second baseman. And another high fastball misses. Smithers at second base, good lead. Pacers not really holding him on And the ball popped up into shallow center field. And a good running catch there by Nathan Holt for the third out. But not before the Cougars get one run back. But they still trail 2-1 as we go to the seventh inning. When we come back, you're watching Averett Baseball here on the Averett Sports Network. And we go to the top of the seventh inning. William Peace leads Averett 2-1. Both teams broke a scoreless tie last inning. And leading things off for William Peace is Sean Finneran. Finneran, the leadoff batter for the Pacers, looks at ball one. And another ball outside. So 2-0 count. Ball popped up into shallow left field. Laprelle back on the grass to make the catch from the shortstop position for out number one.
Now batting, number 21, Kyle Cranmer.
That'll bring up the right fielder, Kyle Cranmer. If you're the Cougars, you might want to watch out for a bunt here. Cranmer has tried bunting all 3 times at the plate today. And good breaking ball in there for strike one from Cody Johnson. Another breaking ball. A little high, but called strike. Right at the belt. So Johnson ahead in the count. Comes outside with a fastball. Good miss pitch there. So 1-2 the count to Cranmer, and he's caught looking. Beautiful breaking ball in the outside corner. Freezes him for out number 2. So with 2 outs, that'll bring up Alex Scott. Scott ready, and first pitch hit out into center field. Dallas Smithers camping underneath it and makes the catch for out number 3. So the Cougars fare much better here in the 7th than they did in the 6th. And get the Pacers to go 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. When we come back, Averett still trails Peace 2-1. And welcome back. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning here on the Averett Sports Network. Bradley Tickle leading things off for the Cougars. Looks at strike one. And another one in there for a strike. Tickle puts this one into play over to the third baseman. And Scott makes the throw over to first for the out. So Tickle is retired. That'll bring up A.J. Hart.
Now batting number 8, A.J. Hart.
Hart puts this one into play and gets through the left side for a single. So A.J. Hart with the third hit of the day. Or excuse me, fourth hit of the day for the Cougars. That'll bring up Tyler Featheroff.
Now batting number 24, Tyler Featheroff.
And little chopper out to third. Scott tries to turn the double play, airmailed over to first base, so they do get the lead runner. But Featheroff reaches on the fielder's choice.
Kendra, remember the dude I was telling you about who got engaged yesterday?
Now batting number 20, Trey Wall.
It was an April Fool's joke.
So with two out and one aboard, that'll bring up Trey Wall. And swing and a miss from Wall. Wall shows bunt, unable to catch up with it, and is going to be called for going around, so it is a strike. So now Wall in an 0-2 hole here with two outs.
No, I didn't hear what y'all were talking about, so when you just randomly said no back to my
And Wall fouls that one out of play.
withdrawal.
0-2 pitch popped out of play again as Wall stays alive. Fastball misses high. Wall lays off of it, so 1-2 now the count. As Westmoreland wants to change balls. If Wall could reach, Zach DiCarlo would be up next for the Cougars. They trail 2-1. Featheroff at first base. Time call at the plate by Wall. Fastball misses high. So 2-2 count here to Wall. Looks like time was called by the umpire. Getting a few extra baseballs. Wind casually blowing from left to right as the day has gone on. Pitch on the way, just missed. Low and outside. Westmoreland was already walking toward the dugout on that one. And the William Peace faithful not very happy about that call. So full count, runner on the move, and high fastball will put Wall on with a walk. That'll bring up Zach DiCarlo.
Now batting number 10, Zach DiCarlo.
Looks like we will have a pinch runner at second base. Looks like Nick Winston will take over for Featheroff at second. Time was also called as pitching meeting at the mound for the Pacers. So we're back to action here. 2 on, 2 out for the Cougars. Zach DiCarlo at the plate. Ball put into play down the right field line. And we'll go out of play into the bullpen for the Pacers. Good hustle there by the right fielder, Kyle Cranmer. But had no play on it. Nick Winston at second base after taking over running duties for Featheroff moments ago. Trey Wall still at first. And DiCarlo fouls that one back to the plate. So he's in an 0-2 hole here. Cougars trail by 1 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And DiCarlo puts this one into right center field. And the center fielder, Holt, comes over and makes the catch. So the Cougars get a runner in scoring position, but can't get him home. And we'll go to the 8th. When we come back, Peace leads Averett 2-1. welcome back. We go to the top of the 8th inning. William Peace leads Averett 2-1. Cody Johnson with the pitch to Cunningham. He puts it in play out to second baseman Ashworth, and Ashworth's throw a little wide for Tickle, and will be an error. So will be a throwing error on second baseman Ashworth. And we have a pinch runner at first base. It'll be Jonathan Rue. Comes on for Cunningham, the DH. Runner on the move. And sacrifice bunt works as Allred moves the runner down to second base. Tickle fielded the bunt and tagged him
Now batting number 2.
for out number 1. That'll bring up Mikey Anderton. Anderton with an RBI single back in the 6th inning to bring home that second run, currently the difference in this game. Johnson looks in, looks at the runner at second. Breaking ball in there for strike 1. Time called as catcher Trey Wall goes out and speaks to Johnson. Cougars fighting for their lives essentially here. They need a win today, big time, to help their chances in the standings. 0-1 count here to Anderton. Another breaking ball. This one goes out to Ashworth. Fields, throws, and will be a 4-3 putout, but will move the runner, Jonathan Rue, over to third base with 2 outs. That'll bring up Nick Cole.
Now batting number 5, Nick Cole.
Cole 0 for 3 today with a pair of flyouts and a ground out. That would come in handy again if Johnson could induce one of those. Ball hit out into the gap in left center field. And that ball will drop in and a run will score. An RBI single for Cole. Run will be unearned as the runner shouldn't have been on anyway due to the error. So 3-1 your score as William Peace gets another insurance run. Trevor Nanny at the plate. Pitch popped up behind the plate. Trey Wall giving chase. And he makes the catch right by the on-deck circle. But not before the Cougars give up another run thanks to an error. And now they trail 3-1. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th when we come back. You're watching Averett Baseball on the Averett Sports Network. Welcome back as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning here on the Averett Sports Network. I'm Drew Wilson. And William Peace leads Averett 3-1 after tacking on a run in the top half of this frame thanks to an error by Averett. Hunter Laprelle due up for the Cougars. Fouls the first pitch away, out of play for strike one. And that pitch hits the outside corner for strike two. Luke Westmoreland having a good day so far. Starting to see some action in the Peace bullpen. A couple guys warming up down there if needed, but Westmoreland fairly efficient so far today. The last pitch missed for a ball, so 1-2 count. Here to Laprelle. Fouls that one back to the net. It'll be Laprelle, then back to the top of the lineup with Dallas Smithers and Chase McKinney here for the Cougars. As they're down to their final 6 outs. Down by 2 runs. And Laprelle swings and misses, so it will be strike 3 on the freshman. And with 1 out, that'll bring up Smithers. Smithers looks at strike 1 on the breaking ball.
You are so, what do you call it? Superstitious.
And a high fastball misses. That'll even the count. Looking ahead for Averett, this is the last week of the regular season coming up. Smithers puts this one into play over toward first base. Allred will make the catch for out 2. After today, the Cougars travel to Roanoke College for a game on Tuesday. Then at Lynchburg College on Thursday for a makeup game. And return home Friday, Saturday, Sunday for their final series of the year against Ferrum College. Chase McKinney due up, looks at ball 1 at the letters. Cougars will have their senior day next Sunday. Honor their senior class. Senior class this year includes Chris Campbell, Hunter Ashworth, Trey Wall, James Colbreth, and Cody Johnson. And this ball chopped right back to Westmoreland. Easy throw to first for out number 3. And that'll do it for the Cougars here in the bottom of the 8th. We'll go to the 9th. William Peace still leads Averett 3-1 here on the Averett Sports Network. Welcome back. We go to the top of the ninth inning here from Owenfield Field. William Peace leads Averett 3-1. Nathan Holt at the plate for the Pacers. Cody Johnson still on the mound. First pitch, a strike.
Now batting number 42, Nathan Holt.
Senior trying to go the distance, has pitched a pretty decent game so far, even though team has not helped him out in terms of getting the lead. And good breaking ball. Swung on and missed for strike two. For Johnson on the day. Giving up 3 runs, 2 of them earned on 7 hits, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. 1 hit by pitch. And Holt barely stays alive, chops that one foul. Time called at the plate as Wall will go out and talk to Johnson. Johnson induced a lot of fly balls today. 12 of them have been fly balls. Holt at the plate with an 0-2 count, then back to the top of the lineup for the Pacers. And high fastball, little half swing, and did not go around, says the umpire at first base. And breaking ball just missed. 2-2 the count. And good sweeping breaking ball for strike 3 as Cody Johnson gets strikeout number 4 on the day. So with 1 out, that'll bring up the top of the lineup with Sean Finneran.
Now batting number 37, Sean Finneran.
Breaking ball just missed the outside corner. Swung on and missed for strike 1, 1-1 the count. Ball hit out to shortstop. Hunter LaPrell can't get a glove on it and gets through for a hit.
Now batting number 21, Kyle Cranmer.
So the 1-out hit brings up Kyle Cranmer. Johnson throws over to first base. Finneran back in plenty of time. Cranmer shows bunt, pulls it back on the high fastball, so will be a ball. They check down to the umpire. He says he did not go around. Cranmer shows bunt, and they said it is a strike. So 1-1 now the count. Cranmer, junior out of Newport, North Carolina. lays down a bunt again, and so it touched him in the box, so foul ball. One and two the count to Cranmer. And little check swing, and they said he went around. Cranmer can't believe it. So that will be 2 outs. 5th strikeout on the day for Cody Johnson. So that'll bring up Alex Scott with a runner at first, 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. Pitch misses inside for ball 1. Cougars trail 3-1. Runner on the move, fastball high, throw down to second base, not in time, and Finneran is safe with a stolen base. Looks like Averett's going to intentionally walk Scott. So Scott intentionally walked with a 2-0 count. And we will have a pinch hitter, Easton Payton.
Pinch hitting for the Pacers, number 20, Easton Payton.
Payton takes over the DH spot. Will Cunningham was originally there, and he was pinch ran for by Jonathan Rue last time around, so Payton, sophomore out of Mount Holly, North Carolina, takes a ball. Runners on first and second, 2 outs here. Cougars trying to escape time called as Wall will go out and talk to Johnson. There's a little bit of action in the Averett bullpen, but it doesn't look like anything serious. I believe that's Culbreth out there getting loose. So we are ready to roll here. 1-0 the count. Pitch on the way, fastball across for strike 1. Johnson looks in, curveball hits the outside. Well, I'm not sure if he called that a strike or not. He did call that a ball, so 2-1 the count. And ball popped up into left field in foul territory. Good diving play by A.J. Hart, but just about 6 inches too short of catching the ball. Good effort, though, by the sophomore. Nearly made the inning-ending play. Said just a long strike, so 2-2 still the count to Peyton.
Quite honestly, it's easier for me to text if I'm running it.
2-2 pitch. Ball fouled out of play to the right side.
My next strike will probably change the Not every day. What? You don't shut the glasses. I'll say ooh to you.
Breaking ball misses high, so full count now to Easton Peyton. Alec Allred due up next for William Peace.
The chances of us hosting another game are declining. Even if we win today.
So full count. Runners on the move and the ball in the dirt and the bases loaded. Now with the walk to Easton Peyton. Did not chase the breaking ball there, so we will have a pinch runner as well. At first base, number 32, Tanner Brown, will take over running duties.
Now batting number 10, Alec Allred.
And time is called as pitching coach Jordan Quinn will make his way out to the mound. Have a word with Cody Johnson.
Pinch running for the Pacers, number 32, Tanner Brown.
Cougars trying to stay within two to give themselves a better chance to make a comeback here in the bottom of the ninth as they trail by 2 here with 2 outs in the top of the ninth. There is some action going on down in the Averett bullpen. Looks like Colbreth and maybe Dylan Roberts. So bases loaded, 2 outs. Curveball misses high to Alec Allred. Allred 0 for 2 today with a pair of sacrifices and 1 RBI. And looks at strike 1 there on the breaking ball from Cody Johnson. 1-1 pitch to Allred. Ball hit into right center field. That'll drop in. That'll score at least 2. So Peace extends its lead to 5-1.
Now batting number 2, Mikey Anderton.
So Mikey Anderton at the plate for the Pacers, and time called. Looks like we will have a new pitcher for Averett.
I found an article about Tom Collins. Shall I read it to you?
And that'll be it today for Cody Johnson as the senior makes his exit. Pitched a very solid game, just ran into a little bit of trouble here and there. And it looks like James Colbreth is going to be the pitcher coming in. So the senior replaces the senior. We'll take a break while he warms up. You're watching Averett baseball here on the Averett Sports Network as Peace leads Averett 5-1 here in the top of the 9th inning. And welcome back as James Colbreth has come on to try to finish off the top of the 9th inning for the Cougars. Runners on second and third. He inherits from Cody Johnson, who just exited. Mikey Anderton at the plate. And this ball hit out to the shortstop. Laprelle throw wide, but good scoop at first base by Tickle to avoid allowing another run to score. But the Cougars give up 2 more runs. Now they find themselves in a deeper hole. They trail 5-1. Their last at bat coming up when we come back. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th here from Owen Fulton Field. Stay tuned. Welcome back. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Cougars trail William Peace 5-1. Averett down to its final 3 outs as they try to maybe pull off a comeback here. Try to steal the rubber match of this 3-game series. Hunter Ashworth will lead things off for the Cougars. And first pitch, a fastball in the dirt from Westmoreland, trying to finish off his first complete game of the season. Another fastball high. So 2-0 count. Is some double-barreled action going on in the Peace bullpen should they need to go there. For the Cougars, it'll be Ashworth, Tickle, and Hart due up this inning. Off-speed pitch. Looked like a changeup in there. Caught Ashworth off guard and called strike. So 2-1 the count to the senior second baseman. Breaking ball missed low and outside. So 3-1 the count to Ashworth. And that one misses, so Ashworth draws the walk. That'll bring up Bradley Tickle.
Now batting for the Cougars, number 15, Bradley Tickle.
And looks like Ross Jackson has grabbed a bat and is on the on-deck circle. He would hit for A.J. Hart. First pitch in there to Tickle for a strike. Hart 1 for 3 today. Maybe he might have gotten injured on that diving play in the top half of the inning. Looked a little shaken up, even though he stayed in the game. Regardless, back to the action here as that one was a ball, so 1-1 count to Tickle. Tickle fouls out on a play to the left side, so 1-2 count. Hunter Ashworth at first base. Cougars trail by 4. Ball fouled out of play to the left side once again. That pitch misses, so 2-2 the count. Ball hit out into left field. Almost misplayed there by Finneran, but able to adjust and make the catch for the first out. So we will have a pinch hitter.
33, Ross Jackson.
It will be Ross Jackson. Jackson making his 10th appearance of the year. This will be his 16th at bat. Has a pair of hits on the year, including a double. And a pair of RBIs. Time called as I have a mound meeting with the Pacers. Discuss how they want to pitch the left-hander Jackson. Looks like we have another pinch hitter on the on-deck circle as Matt Tuggle has come out. He would hit in the DH spot, vacated by Tyler Featheroff after he was pinch ran for by Nick Winston. Cougars trail 5-1 here with 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. Jackson comes on as the pinch hitter. Breaking ball misses way outside. Looked like he lost the grip on it. Fastball across for strike 1. One count, and breaking ball misses inside in the dirt. Good block by the catcher, Nick Cole. Two-one pitch, fouled out of play to the left side. Two-two pitch, just missed the outside corner. William Peace fans hoping to get that call, but was just a few inches outside. Full count now to Jackson. Runner not going, and Jackson caught looking for strike 3. That pitch pretty close to the same location, but a little bit more over the plate, and Jackson goes down looking. So that, I want to bring up Matt Tuggle, who gets his first plate appearance of the day. Tuggle batting .232 on the year. 16 hits. This is his 24th game. A little chopper out to shortstop. Throw over to first for the final out as Nanny makes the game-ending play. And William Peace takes the rubber match today 5-1. And they win the series 2-1 after the team split yesterday. So that'll be it here from Owen Fulton Field. I'd like to thank you for tuning in to today's game. I'd like to remind you that you can follow us on social media at Averett U Cougars. Also, be sure to check out our website, averettcougars.com, for all the latest news and results in Averett athletics. For everybody here in the press box, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time. Cougars fall to William Peace 5-1.
This has been a production of the Averett Sports Network.